naming of hydrocarbons or nomenclature of hydrocarbons. So for every organic compound, so as we are studying in this chapter, only all the organic compounds. So for every organic compound, we must know local name, or also we can say common name, or also we can say trivial name. So all are the same name we used to call as. Now, and the second one which we need to say is called as IUPAC names. So this is what we used to say scientific names. So now let us see if it comes to the common names. So what do you mean by the common names? Means this is the names which we are using generally based on the sources. Do you understand? Based on the sources of compounds. So they are called as local name or common name, or we can say trivial name. So for example, if you take, we all know, so familiar with acetic acid. So acetic acid, what is the formula, all of you? Yes, please.
CH3COOH.
COOH. Acetic acid also we used to call it as what? Another name.
Ethanoic acid.
Ethanoic acid. So it is the source from, as we all know, acetic acid is coming from where, guys? What is the source? What is the source? You don't know. Acetic acid is coming from where? We know acetic acid contains, where it is? Vinegar only contains the acetic acid. So the name of the acetic, this vinegar is basically acetum. So that is why it is called as acetic acid. So the common name which we are studying of any kind of compound is coming from the source. Now coming to the IUPAC name, it is based on internationally accepted rules of chemistry. So that is what we used to call as IUPAC name. So it is given by IUPAC is the organization. A full form of IUPAC is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this is the organization like International Royal Chemistry. Even India, you can take Royal Chemistry of India. Like that, this is what the IUPAC name, which is whole world has been having a permission or right to choose the name for the chemical compound. So if you have been discovered or you have been invented any new compounds, so we have to apply for the license or a patents called as a name. So then IUPAC is an organization who will suggest us and who will guide us to choose the name for our new invention of the chemical compound which we have been made by us. So that is why this is called as internationally accepted rules of chemistry. That is what chosen by IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So now, the fundamental criteria of IUPAC chosen for the name is parent name, mainly parent name, or the basic carbon skeleton. That is the two things it will take. So what is the criteria of this one? If you have taken, so last class I taught you the carbon skeleton. Do you remember, guys? Carbon skeleton means without other substances. If you have been represent the carbon, so that is what we used to call as carbon skeleton. Yes or no? Please respond. All of you. Yes. So that is what we used to call as based upon the carbon skeleton or based upon the parent name, they will choose a compound, a new compound name. So based upon parent name or basic carbon skeleton. So now let us come to here. That is why this nomenclature is includes two ways of things. One is the word root plus suffix we have to add it. They will add the suffix which is equals to name of the organic compound. If we'll write, we'll understand. Next, if we'll add prefix, otherwise plus word root, which word root means what, guys? Parent name. That is, you should remember, which is equals to also name of the organic compound. So that is what it has been chosen by IUPAC. So let us see some important word roots which will come based upon the skeletal structure. That is, you have to remember, skeletal structure. We will choose a word root. Word root is the most important one based upon the number of carbon atoms in chain. Do you all understand it? Based upon the number of carbon atoms in chain, then we can choose a word for that. That is what we used to call it as word root. So we know that I already taught you. What is the smallest possible hydrocarbon? Anybody?
Methane.
Yes, methane. So meth is the 1. So in that, what is the number of carbons? Carbon number is 1. So the word root we used to call it as meth. Same way, till 10 we can study 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can anybody tell me for 2? 2 already we know. Yes. Understanding? 3 we used to say probe. 4 we can say but. We can say 5 we can say pent. And 6 we can say hex. And 7 we all can know hep. And 8, 9, and up to 10 you can learn. 8 ways to call it as oct, and 9 ways to say non, and 10 ways to call it as deck. So these are the main things which we used to call it as word root, which is most important things. Okay, this all the things we used to call it as suffix or prefix. We used to say. We used to call it as prefix, which is coming from word root. Now, if you have taken after that suffix hydrocarbons, so if you see the prefix means first fraction of the name of the compound. Suffix means last fraction of the name of the compound. So prefix is, you can see, we all can add this meth, eth, prop, but, pent, hex. These all are called as prefix of the organic compound. Now, if we take the suffix, which we all people knows, which we already studied. So, if we take alkanes, what is the suffix, guys? Alkanes. We know 3 organic compounds. Can anybody tell me hydrocarbons? Alkanes.
Alkenes, alkynes.
Alkynes. So, what is the suffix, guys? All of you. Alkane, alkene, and alkyne, wine. That is, you have to remember it. So now, all of you should remember, alkane means immediately mind you should get another word. What is that? Single bond. You get ene. Immediately you should get what? Double bond. That is very important. And wine means triple bond. What we used to call as suffix and as well as prefix. So this is the basic thing which we have to remember regarding a naming of hydrocarbons or nomenclature of hydrocarbons. So who has been giving the names? Who is suggest the names? Nomenclature? Nomenclature, or we can say nomenclature. As we are now, we are keeping naming of hydrocarbons here. All of you remember, because we are studying now only what? Only hydrocarbons. Organic compounds are so many, but every organic compound, the names is given by IUPAC only. The scientific name is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So that is what you have to remember. So let's start now, all of you. So this is what everyone should remember regarding IUPAC names and as well as local name, nomenclature of hydrocarbons. Now, let us start with, as we know, all the hydrocarbons will classifying into two. What is it, guys? One is what?
Saturated and
Saturated and unsaturated.
Unsaturated. So let us start with the saturated hydrocarbons, which we used to call as. What is the name of the saturated hydrocarbons? All of you?
alkanes.
Alkanes. So, naming of saturated hydrocarbons. So which we are also known as, what is to call? Alkanes. Okay, that is what you have to keep it. Or we can say also naming, also we can say what? Nomenclature. So that is you have to remember. Okay, so let's start now. All of you. So as we know, the IUPAC names of some saturated hydrocarbons, as you know, the first smallest hydrocarbon. What is the first smallest hydrocarbon? As we all know that. Yes, please. Methane. So methane, we know the general formula. What is the general formula?
CH4.
CH4. Can anybody tell me the structure? So if we'll draw the structure, all single bonds or double bonds, Amma? Yes, please.
Single bond.
Single bond.
Present. So the common name, first let us take IUPAC name. So the IUPAC name is equals to, IUPAC name is, you can notice the name has been K. Totally how many, what bonds are present here? All are single bonds. That is the first thing you have to notice it. Is it yes or no? Yes, please. So single bond means a suffix will come. What will come, guys? A. And only one carbon is there. One carbon is there means what it is that? What we used to call it? Parent name. All of meth. So METH, meth. Because how many covalent bonds? All covalent bonds. What kind of bonds there? All of you?
Single bond.
Alkane.
Covalent bond. So that is why it is called as meth plus ane. We used to call it as what, guys?
Methane.
Methane. Okay, that is the IUPAC name. And if it comes to the common name also is to called as methane. So that is what about methane, how the methane name will comes. Okay, next. We know that. Second one. So what is the second one, all of you? You should tell fastly. C2H6.
36.
What is the name?
Ethane.
Methane. So two carbons. So all are what bonds?
Single bond.
Single bond.
So now let us see. This is what is methane. So now if you have noticed this one, so totally all single bonds. So first what will come, guys? Ane suffix and two carbons are there. So what is the two carbons we used to say?
Eth.
Eth. So ETH, ETH. So if you combine this, we used to get what, guys? Ethane.
Ethane.
The IUPAC name. We used to say IUPAC. So whenever IUPAC name, if you will say, you have to say scientific name. And as we know, the common name also the same thing. So the common name is also called as ethane. Is it okay, all of you? Yes, and we must write, as we know, this is called as structural formula. What we used to call? Structural formula. Understanding what is this one? This one. This is called as structural formula. So you must write condensed formula also. You are know what is the condensed formula? Anybody can tell?
CH3, CH3.
O3, CH3.
So this is what we used to call as condensed formula or condensed structural formula. So we all should know the condensed structural formula as it is very important. So this is what naming of hydrocarbons. Let us go for third one. Can anybody tell me what is the third one?
C3H8.
Fast C3H8. So first condensed, first structural formula. What is the structural formula? All of you. Everybody along with me. Along with me when you are drawing, only you people can. Otherwise you cannot. Single bond. So all single bonds only. So we are drawing now only saturated. So saturated means all will come single bonds or double bonds. You will come
Single bond.
single bonds. That is, you have to remember. Condensed formula, tell me. Condensed formula.
CH3, CH2, CH3.
Yes. When you are practicing more only, you will get CH3, single bond, CH2, single bond, CH3. That is what very important. Please make it. Okay. So write it fast. Straight chains is very easy. Now branch chains will come. That is what confusing. Be very careful. So that is what you have to remember. So what is the IUPAC name? Fastly. IUPAC.
Propane.
Yes, please.
Propane.
Propane.
Pro plus A. Pro plus A, which is equals to what?
Propane.
Understanding? And the common name also. What is the common name? Also
Propane.
is to propane only. See, this is all even. We are studying now what? Keep adding. Straight chains. What is this? Straight chains only. Because branched chains will never follow this order. That is what please all of you remember. So, is it clear, everyone? Yes. Next. Fourth one. What is the fourth compound? All of you write.
C4H10.
C4H10. Fastly tell me, everyone. So what is the order will come? C4H10. How many carbons?
4 carbon.
Carbons and 10 hydrogens. So C single bond, C single bond, C. This is what skeletal structure we used to say. So totally how many hydrogens? First carbon satisfying 4 bonds. That is what you must be in your mind. Always carbon should satisfy 4 bonds. So that first carbon 3 hydrogens, second carbon 2 hydrogens, third carbon also 2 hydrogens, and fourth carbon is what? Again 3 hydrogens. So now our condensed formula fastly. CH3
CH3 single bond, CH2 single bond, CH2 single bond, CH3.
single bond CH3. So IUPAC name fastly.
Butane.
IUPAC name is butane. Common name. What is the common name?
Butane.
Butane.
N-butane. Please remember. It is called as common name called as N-butane. Understand, Ishali, Laksha? So that is what you have to mind. Next, Sarada, anything down? Please kindly ask me. Don't hesitate, guys. Ask me because it is straight chains will come. It will be a little complicated. So please ask me. Sorry, branched chain. So that it will be, you can see that. Next, last compound, let it be straight chain. So we'll answer the next one, fifth one. Everyone?
C5H12.
C5H12. Okay. So write the structural formula, all of you. You should write before me. I won't say anybody. Don't write. Try to write your one. 5 carbons. So each carbon we have to balance 4 bonds should satisfy. So wherever it is 4 bonds is satisfying. So please, according to that, you have to write it. So these all are straight chains. So there is no confusion in straight chains. Just we'll count number of carbons. It's a common name, Durga. Common name we used to called as N-butane. Understand, Durga? It is basically called as N-butane. Common name. Okay, ma? Y means N means, I will say you. If you want, you can say. Basically, it is called as normal butane. That is why it is called as N-butane. Is it okay, Durga?
Yes, sir.
So that is what you have to remember. Normal butane, so that we can say short form N-butane. N indicating normal, nothing is there. So it's not having much importance, so that I am not saying. So now condensed formula, everybody. What is the condensed formula? CH3,
CH3 single bond, CH2 single bond, CH2 single bond, CH2 single bond, CH3.
okay, that is what you have to remember. Now, IUPAC name.
Pentane.
Yeah, pent plus N is pentane. Okay, very good. Next, common name. Common name is N-pentane. Okay, so like this, you have to write it. You have to remember, for every carbon straight chain, just will make a parent carbons, that is what skeletal carbon plus suffix will add. So till at least 10 we must know, but doesn't matter. Till here you can learn also. It is sufficient for us. So till up to here only, you will be having in our book also. So if you want hexane also, you can write pentane. Next, N-hexane will come, common name. So hexane, what is the structure of hexane? Fastly, everybody. Hexane you can write, then we'll go for branched chains. So hexane, what is the hexane structure? As we know that C6H12, is it as? C6H14, C6H14, correct? So you can draw, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everywhere, first one 3 hydrogens, second one 2 hydrogens, third one 2 hydrogens, fourth one also 2 hydrogens, fifth one is also 2 hydrogens, and last one again how many hydrogens? 3 hydrogens. Okay, so IUPAC name is hexane, Hex plus N, hexane, and common name is N-hexane. Okay, so this is what you have to remember. So, sir, why are you starting from butane only N? Do you remember everybody? Yes, please. Nobody, if you asked me, I am not writing for N is for methane, ethane, and propane. Have you noticed it, everyone? Kevin, my friend. But I am writing from the butane, I am writing the N-butane. Yes, Rajakavan, Ramanujan, all of you. So because, remember, if you want to form the branched chain, the minimum number of carbons required is 4. Do you understand, all of you? Are you clear what I'm saying? So that is the reason. Okay, we will write N-butane, N-pentane, N-hexane. That is what from butane onwards, we will write N. N means normal. So that is the first isomer of butane. So if you take first methane, ethane, propane, so that does not have any isomers. Okay, so that is isomers. Only from butane it will start forming the isomers. So that is the reason we will use always N-butane, N-pentane, N-hexane. Are you clear, everyone? Mr. Adarshan, Narayan, any doubt? Rudreswa? So that is why we will say, yes, from the butane, very good, Kevin. From the butane only it is possible to form the branched chains. So that is the reason we people always will say from the butane, we will say common name is N-butane. So if anybody don't know, please note it down. Now, we are going to write This is what about the straight chains. So straight chains, nothing is there, very simple. But branched chain, we have to be very careful while we are writing the names. So that is what isomers will come now. So please keep reading, all of you. IUPAC nomenclature for branched saturated hydrocarbons. IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain hydrocarbons. So now certain rules we have to follow when we are setting the nomenclature or naming of saturated hydrocarbons. But when they are not the straight, what they are, guys? What they are? Branched one. So that is why we have to be very, very careful when we are adding the nomenclature of a branched chain. So let us discuss how to name it when we are naming the branched chains. So as I told you, example one, let us start with the example so that you will be clear. But all of you remember, always a branched chain will start with a minimum number of carbons. How many, guys?
4.
Minimum carbon. How many? 4.
4.
Remember. So that is why we will say it will start from carbon 4. So what is the carbon 4 we used to call it as? C4?
H10.
C4H10. Okay. So IUPAC nomenclature for branched chain, these are saturated, guys. We are going to write only saturated. Please remember. So saturated means all single bond or double bond or triple bond.
Single bond.
Only single bond. Okay. C4H10. Okay. So starts from carbon 4 only. So if you take methane, ethane, propane, how many isomers are there? Only one isomer, means they don't have any other structures are there. So only single structure. So itself is the structure of that. So now, as we know C4H10, the name the straight chain. What is the name of the straight chain, everybody? Straight chain. Straight chain,
N-butane.
we know that. What is the name?
Butane.
Butane. So from here, we will get a branched chain. So we will now name the branched chain structure of C4H10. So the branched chain saturated hydrocarbon having totally branched chain also how many carbons? Branched chain also how many carbons, guys?
4.
4 carbons are there. So but observe, they will get the 3 carbons in straight chain, 3 carbons. Three carbons in straight chain, and 1 carbon will come where, guys?
Branched chain.
And 1 will come as a side chain. Okay, that is what we used to say, that one only 4th carbon. What carbon it is? 4th carbon. Okay, all of you understand? Now, let us draw first of all straight chain. Everybody draw the straight chain so that it will be clear, all of you. Straight chain. So straight chain means what will come, guys? All 4 carbons are in what? All 4 carbons are in single chain. So that is what we used to call as a straight chain hydrocarbon. Is it yes or no, all of you? So what is the name of this one? We know that already.
Butane.
Butane. Okay. So now coming to the branched chain, only how many carbons are in straight chain? Everybody.
3.
3. Branched chain, if you have taken, only 3 carbons are in straight chain, and middle carbon, all of you should remember, first and last carbon should not get branch. Is it okay, Kevin, Maitreyan, Lumokil, Pradosh? All of you should remember always, everybody, first and last carbon, you should not get the branch. So now the third carbon I am attaching here. That is what it is. Now balance the carbons, hydrogens first. First carbon, how many hydrogens will come?
3.
3. All of you should say that. Next, second carbon, only 1. Third carbon,
3.
again 3. And branched carbon, again, how many?
3.
3. Okay, that is what you have to remember. Any difficulty, anybody, please let me know. Now condensed formula, can you tell me condensed formula? Because condensed formula is very important. All of you, from that, open your mouth. CH3, CH, CH3, down again CH3. Any doubt, all of you? Clear? Yes, please. Yes. Now, branch chain alone, observe very carefully. It is a structure of something which we removed one hydrogen, which we used to call something. Anybody can tell? What is that called as? Name of that one. That is CH3. One hydrogen we removed from the methane. We used to get CH3. R means unbalanced, still valence electron.
Alkyl group.
Same way.
Sir, alkyl.
Yeah, C2H5 branch. These things we used to call as something. Anybody can tell what is that called as?
Alkyl group.
Alkyl group. Understanding? Alkyl group. In that first one is called as what?
Methyl group.
Methyl group. Second one is called as ethyl group. Understanding? If you want, you can get more also. But class 10th only one will get. What is that? Yes, Kevin. Only you'll get what? Methyl. Understanding? So wherever you will get a branched chain, CH3 like this branched, that is called as methyl. What is to call? Methyl one. Okay. Now, after writing the condensed formula, all of you should remember the rules for writing the name. The branched carbon must get lowest possible number. I am not giving the rules. I will give you the rules in the group directly. All of you should remember. We must give the number to the carbon which is branched one. Always a smallest possible number. Can you tell me what is the smallest possible number? Either from left to right or right to left. Your choice. So choose left to right or right to left. If it is only 3 carbons are there, any direction it is same only. Is it yes or no, guys? All of you should tell. Please respond. So this is what it is. So I can choose from this side or this side. Always remember, a branched chain must get what, guys? Smallest possible number. That is what you have to remember. Smallest possible means one you cannot view. It has to be get smallest possible number. So that is what it is. Now, how to name it? You can see. So which carbon is having the branched chain? Anybody can tell? Which carbon is having the branched chain?
Second carbon.
Yes, second carbon. And what is the branched chain containing? That group. What is the group of this one called as? All of you.
Methyl.
Yeah.
Methyl.
Yes. Methyl group. Understanding? So till here, half of the name is finished. If you go for left to right numbering or right to left numbering, your choice. So always keep it in mind. The branched chain must get smallest possible number. Understand, Mr. Kadiri, Monish? Okay. Next, you have to care about straight chain. So if you notice here straight chain, so in straight chain, how many carbons are there? How many carbons we attach in straight chain? Everyone.
3 carbons.
Open your mouth. What is that? 3 carbons are there. So 3 carbons means what is the parent name? 3 carbons are there. What is the parent name basically? Propane. That's all. So parental chain we have to consider one. We have to name it. So the parental chain is very important. Or we can say parent chain. So parent chain is 3 carbons. So 3 carbons means what we used to say, guys? Propane. Understanding? So its name called as 2-methyl propane. Is it okay, everybody? How many of you understand? Anybody having doubt? Please let me know. Girls, Durga, Minal, Alana. Okay, so that is what it is. Write the compound name 2-methyl propane. That is what it is. So IUPAC name of this hydrocarbon becomes 2-methyl plus propane. 2-methyl propane. Write it. Any doubt? Anybody can ask. Okay, once it is over, meeting is going to end. Join back and we'll write some more compounds so that we'll get an idea how to name it. Two rules you have to remember. One thing. First, you have to find the alkyl group and for what carbon it is there. Second rule, the branched carbon always must get lowest